Good afternoon again. This is Rob Hendin at CBS News Washington Bureau. I'm joined by Chip Reid, the chief White House correspondent for CBS. And Chip, you just got out of this White House briefing. It didn't sound like the White House was really saying anything about anything going on.
That's basically it, Rob. This was one of the more useless White House briefings I've seen in a while. Now, of course, Robert Gibbs used to, and Jay Carney has continued the trend. And in fact, all White House press conferences have always evaded and avoided certain questions. But today, just about everything we wanted to ask about was something that he wanted to evade. For example, any questions on his on the president's re-election campaign. He referred us to the DNC for now and the campaign in Chicago once that stands up. And anything about Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, there's going to be an announcement later today by the Attorney General, we understand, saying that he's going to be tried in a military tribunal rather than a civilian court. He referred all those questions to the Justice Department, even questions involving about the president's involvement in that decision. He referred us to the Justice Department. So it was a press conference where Jay Carney just had his marching orders, and his marching orders for the most part were to divert the questions to elsewhere.
The big news out of the White House today was that the president officially announced he's going to run for re-election. Obviously not a surprise to anyone. But really, so the White House today, though, couldn't say anything more than their 2-minute video they sent to supporters this morning?
They really couldn't. They really are studiously avoiding answering questions on that. Now, the one thing he would say over and over again is that regardless of whatever's going on the campaign side, the president wakes up every morning thinking about the economy and the problems that are confronting ordinary Americans. And one thing I thought was interesting about the president's announcement, which was very subtle, very low-key, done through email and Twitter and through a video. That video and the president's email were all about ordinary people and about how they need to start getting ordinary people organized early. And that is true. But the real reason for doing it now, the primary reason for announcing now, is they want to get an early start on fundraising, and that's not with ordinary people, that's with people who are quite wealthy. He's going to be starting major fundraisers 10 days from today. After that, about a week later, he's got two more that one's in Chicago, then he's got one in Los Angeles and San Francisco a week after that. They're hoping to raise somewhere in the vicinity of $140 million in big contributions this year alone. That's even before you get into election year. So his message may be about ordinary people, but behind the scenes, to a large degree, it's about wealthy contributors. It's time to pony up.
Do you see a split coming with the White House in terms of that re-election campaign? Do you think Jay Carney from that podium where you sat today is going to be the chief spokesman for the campaign?
Well, he did say a couple of times for now, so maybe they're still trying to decide exactly how this will work. And there will come a point where he's not going to be able to completely divert everything to Chicago or to the DNC. But I suspect that this will mostly be run out of Chicago rather than here at the White House. I think they've decided to make that separation. The campaign's out there. Economy and jobs is here at the White House, and I think they're going to do their best to keep that division.
Well, until that gets going, there is a lot of economy and jobs and budget stuff this week. What did the White House say about this government shutdown that could happen Friday night?
Well, Jay Carney really took a hardline position that they're not willing to admit that it's a real possibility, that they are confident that there is going to be a resolution. The president's going to be meeting with John Boehner and Harry Reid and leaders from the House side, House and Senate side here at the White House tomorrow to try to push this thing over the finish line. It's got to happen quickly if they're going to go by the rules and not do another short-term extension, because Boehner has said he wants everything that they vote on to be in print there for everybody to read for 3 days. So they really have until tomorrow night to get this thing through if John Boehner is going to abide by all of his rules.
And the final thing, what I caught at the briefing, the White House refused to even talk about this major plan to cut Medicare and Medicaid and the budget by $4 trillion that House Republicans are going to unveil tomorrow. And Jay Carney didn't really have a stance on that. What do you think the White House is playing on that major change to entitlement?
I tell you, they're just not saying much. Once again, right now they're focused on trying to get this budget deal through, and obviously they're going to have to address this in days to come. But that was another area where we were simply frustrated in our efforts to get any kind of substantive comment from the White House today.
Well, it sounds like the jackhammers are definitely doing the talking over there, huh?
Oh, absolutely. Boy, are they ever. There was a piece on AFP today about this construction project and how it's all about infrastructure. But of course, everybody in the media wonders if it's a major security upgrade underground. Truth is, we don't know, but it sure is noisy, Rob.
Well, Chip, thank you very much. Everyone stay tuned to CBSNews.com for the latest, and talk to you soon. Thank you.